I keep saying it's not Trump you hate. It's being wrong is what you hate, right? It's like it's. Actually, I was having quite a good back and forth in the comments. I had one very good back and forth in comments, and it was this. Let me pull up these comments because I didn't save the last one because I completely nuked him on the last one, and he deleted everything. He just ran screaming. This guy. Yeah, did I? I'm pretty sure I saved it. Where is it? Where is it? A second. Oh, I did. Look at me go. Look at that. 1 sec. We go there. Doing. Open me up. Did it open up over here? Oh, no, there we go. Here we go. Did it in 2 batches. Let's try that again. So this is becoming quite a common thread. Somebody ends up being recommended to one of my videos, right? And they think, I'm gonna dunk on the chuds, right? And I engage with them, and it never goes down how they expect. So it's this video. It was a usable one, whatever. I think it's fairly fair to say the bubble has pretty much burst at this point, and the goodwill is over. Well, after Davros relentless lecturing tons of gay shit and firing me, what you expect, right? I don't think they had a good run, right? I don't think they had a good run in PR. So this guy, Mega McNee, whatever it is, oops, I stumbled across a bigger echo chamber. Oh, what's that? Hang on. I stumbled across a bigger echo chamber. So I replied, says the man in a way smaller echo chamber hiding behind an avatar. Laugh, laugh, laugh. What kind of echo chamber do you think I'm in? I'm one of the normal people. And also, don't know what you mean about hiding. What does it matter if you know my real name? I don't know who you are either, and I do not care to. Well, I'm the one who made the video. I'm the one here whose face is on it, who says, hi, my name is Tzvi Lebetkin. That doesn't seem like I'm going that much undercover. I have no problem knowing my identity. There's nothing, I'm saying in any way bigoted, and therefore nothing to be afraid or ashamed of. I feel you feel the opposite. I feel you hiding is indicative of the opposite. As far as your echo chamber, it'll be the one that labeled this content or the people who watched it as bigoted. Based on what exactly? What am I saying? What am I saying? You think is an expression of bigotry and crickets, right? So amazingly, he hadn't run screaming yet. Well, before I answer that, I'm curious to know what you think bigotry is. I spent some time going through a few of your videos and their comment section, and I'm sticking to my original comment. Well, I wasn't asking you to change it. So I said, well, essentially, it's a dislike of the unlike. Now, I bet that guy does not get this reference in any way, shape, or form, right? Which is, in Chesterton's definition of bigotry, right? Now, I have little doubt you'll disingenuously say that the motivation for saying X or Y, I think that's a motivation for saying X or Y. However, I say it's a dislike, and I think your question is to avoid answering mine. Now, I have little doubt you disingenuously say that motivation for saying X or Y is that a dislike of the unlike. But sadly, those are allegations that simply do not stand up to any form of examination. I was told over and over again the reason I strongly criticized the Jodie era was because she was a woman, which simply was a straw man argument. There are many, myself not included, that feel that the Doctor was a role played as the Doctor was a role played by a white person for 60 years. The role was intrinsically white one. That's not a racist argument, but a logic and fact-driven one. And again, it's not an argument I subscribe to. But equally, I don't feel the need to scream it or one is a racist for holding it. What to be clear, if one made that argument or similar one to 007, for example, because they felt non-white people were inferior, that is racism. But frankly, I don't think I've encountered anybody who feels that way. And racists always are always proud of their racism. They never deny it. Just look at Jeremy Corbyn, who delivered Labour's greatest defeat in a century because he simply couldn't pretend not to be an anti-Semite. But to be frank, I do think it's a dislike of the unlike that drives you to call anyone who doesn't subscribe to your worldview as bigoted, which is why I almost always find people who espouse the nonsense that you do as being the most bigoted people I've ever interacted with. Well, Tzvi, may I say well said? May I say well said there? But then he comes back, right? You see, he thinks he's in with the hope right now, right? And I will remind you, he's deleted everything and ran. And I wish I recorded the last comment that made him run screaming. So again, no, I'm actually curious to know. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. What you thought I meant by bigot, because I actually hadn't considered race at all in my comment. Well, it doesn't have, I was talking about the principles. A dislike of the unlike, right? That simple, right? In my context, I'm early 30s Australian white straight male. Oh, I hate myself. He's an early 30s Australian white straight male. He therefore hates us. Because here's the problem with Australia, right? Australia is a liberal country that doesn't have black people because they never let black people in because they're essentially racist as well as being super liberal, right? So you have like the Democrats in America who are tempered by the outlook of the black and the Latino world, which is they hate the woke shit. Right? They can't stand all the woke shit. Now in Australia, you don't have that to slow it down. And New Zealand, right? So you just have the woke shit and the white people going, oh, I'm so good because I love all my woke shit. Oh, so much woke shit. So I'm such a good person. Oh, I love my woke shit. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I can tell. I do. I don't subscribe to any religious beliefs. Yes, you do, mate. I'm also not. That is your religious belief. I'm also not strongly tied to any political party, although I do vote left wing, maybe. I am informed and do have opinions. Look, all you moron leftists think you're informed, right? That's the function of the media, right? To make you think that you're not a moron, that you know what you're doing. No, you are a moron and you don't know what you're doing. Trust me. Trust your betters, right? Mostly I believe in the golden rule, treating people how you like to be treated. Really? So I'm treating you pretty much as you treated me, and you didn't like it. I'm a primary school teacher and dad. It comes up often. When it comes to LGBTQIA plus issues, the answer is pretty simple. Live and live, it's not my business. Except when they rub it in your fucking face. Like say, okay, I don't mind if people want to rub their dicks in each other's face. I mind it if they do it in front of my fucking face, right? Leave me alone with it, right? If you have a dick and you want to dress like a girl and say you're a girly, that's fine, baby. Right? Who knows? Maybe you some reason you scientifically are like YouTube thinks, right? Just keep behind closed doors, right? Just keep accepting adults in private. Don't make me part of your kink. So when I'm enjoying Doctor Who and an actor happens to be trans or a character happens to be gay, I really couldn't care less. That's why you like it, you lying piece of shit. Right? You are a lying piece of shit. And we all know, the only person who does know it is you. Because I like Doctor Who, my YouTube feed often suggested the exact opposite, the Doctor Who content, which is great, and the content that's usually critiquing the story, either positive or negative, I just celebrating and unpacking the special whatever. As a general, I don't mention the character's sexualities because why should I? Because they make it part of the fucking plot. You fucking moron. Right? Although you know that. Who cares, Rusty Davis? You do, the production company. Right? Everybody's switching off. Everybody! Why don't you leave it alone and nobody will care? Or if they do, it's passing. It's not a part of the conversation on trans rights. Did you see the Starbies? I dip in and out of enjoying Doctor Who, and that's my echo chamber. It doesn't even echo. I'm just completely well informed. Man, this guy's about to have his life taken apart. But every once in a while, video shows like the plus LGBT issue, and from the back of people, all these people, that's all Doctor Who is. Wesley Davis is pushing a woke agenda, whatever that is. That's the reason you like it. You hear that a lot. Like, what woke agenda? Agenda? A transfer in the episode. Okay. Why babies have a meltdown. So you're fine to go. It's still going on. Fuck me, Jackanory. So your video pops up in the language like gay shit. Yes, there's a lot of the snowman scene, gay shit. The gay club scene, gay shit. Lots of gay shit. And I like that fucking episode, you moron. In the thumbnail, and I know what I'm in for. Oh, yes, really? Okay, because you deleted this comment and you ran screaming like a bitch. I'll remind you that, all right? If you knew what you're in for, why did you chime in? Oh, right. You thought you were clever, and you thought you were going to dunk on Chuds, and you found out you weren't that clever. Service of the Rabbi. I could get this an episode of Doctor Who into whatever elements you can affect might refer to someone's sexuality. Your videos keep on brand in one either of the video or the comments. You simply being trans down, put down to being a kink, having a kink. Well, why do you disagree with that? Well, I get what's your argument against that? Are you trans? If not, why do you care? Because it's a central part of Doctor Who. You idiot cunt. In my original comment, I said I stumbled over the neck. See, he thinks he's just gonna. Oh, I love it because he's like, springtime for Hitler. I'm gonna dunk on the chance. Oh boy. Tarquin. You need to calm down. Okay. I said, I stumbled in there, okay, literally your comment section is people prejudice against gay and trans people. So half the comment section is gay. There is that. I'm telling you, mate. No, you're not the right type of gay person. I don't know. All talking about how bad it is there in Doctor Who. That's dig into it. Again, these are gay people. I don't like, and again, not that we should subdivide. They're all people, right? That's why I think my audience is reasonably well mixed because they're just people. Some happen to be gay, some happen to be straight, some happen to be, I don't know, we're all different kinds of identity. We don't define ourselves by that because we're just people. That is bigly. That's an echo chamber. I don't can't wait to think it's going on. I don't think you can look through the comment section and argue a significant amount of your viewers are prejudiced against Dwayne and Pramil. I can, and I do. Edit. I don't like the Jodie era. I couldn't get through the first season of it. I know. So let's take his world apart, right? Dude, you do have a religion. It's a very common one at that. The fact that it's a non-theistic religion doesn't mean it doesn't share every trait of religious fanaticism, including a complete inability to coexist with people who don't share it. The reality is the vast majority of the planet simply don't share your religion. It's fine you have absolute faith in your bonkers anti-science notion that having a penis is no obstacle to womanhood. What consenting adults do in private is simply not my business or concern at all. Funnily enough, you said that in my chat that has plenty of gay bigotry is somewhat sunk by the fact that half the audience is gay. I haven't done a survey, but it's like I don't know. Look, it just seems to me there's a lot of gay people, which is again people, I guess. Although I do think there is a bigger gay audience than Doctor Who, because Doctor Who is, generally speaking, an outsider. I can imagine growing up, being gay. I am the only gay in the village. You got that kind of thing going on. So the outsider element of Doctor Who, I can see being. Yeah, look, I mean, I think if you're outside the norm anywhere. You'll probably like Doctor Who, right? Normally, if you're a smarter kid, you'll like Doctor Who. One can only hope. So why would you think it's anti-gay? Why would you think it's anti-gay? Because your prejudice is anyone that's not part of your religion has to be an evil white straight male, which is simply ridiculous. Why do I talk about trans issues then, on a Doctor Who channel? Well, because the current iteration of the show is openly propaganda platforming for your religion. It's quite clunky propaganda at that, which actually excludes anyone not of your faith. I imagine if the show was constantly highlighting Catholic religious beliefs in a highly positive way, and the denouement of the first story in a new era was the Doctor heartily accepting the Eucharist. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And confirming the in-universe veracity of Catholicism. Anything Catholic, look, it's a wet dream for you there, baby. Okay, again, baby. Being the one true worldview, you too might be somewhat offended. I do think we need to have a social discussion about trans issues, but the Star Beast was anything but. It was designed to suppress the discussion by calling you a bigot if you have any questions about women without penises and their rights and their gender spaces, be it in sports, prisons, or wherever. Equally, it's not allowed to talk about the experience of the growing sea of detransition, which is frankly horrific. And honestly, the data of the mainstreaming of your religion is deeply destructive to society and children is overwhelming. In short, you have been duped into being exactly the opposite of who you think you are, an intolerant religious bigot targeting children to become adherents with zero concern for their well-being. You, like all the members of a religion, are indeed full of dislike for the unlike, with an inability to peacefully coexist, and anybody outside your tiny bubble of pure faith. It's a tiny bubble, as your beliefs are antithetical to Muslims, Hindus, Christians. Telling you, hello, Whitey, what are you doing? Come and say hello. Who's on the chair over there? Whitey's the name of the cat. Okay, just don't get in trouble, Whitey. Oh God, she's so curious. Oh, it's a cute kitty. Tell you, she gets away with it because she is a cute kitty. Okay, just leave it all alone, darling. Don't get any paint on you. She's like this bright white cat that's going to work out bad. Okay, kitty, come over this way. There you go. Come, down you go. Yeah, this way. Good girl. There we go. Hello. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm easily distracted. Okay, that cat is very distracting. Even most atheists and agnostics simply don't share your beliefs. Oof. Or someone other than you chooses to identify a certain way, and it doesn't impact you, so who cares? Okay, I've already answered you. You just examine. Put the pitchforks down. It wasn't really that big a deal, man. Again, you're just squirming. You're not answering any point. First they came from my Doctor Who, and I said, I said nothing. What will we next? No, you're right. I'm an indoctrinated cultist lunatic. You are. Hey, wizard. Well, your sarcasm will be a tad stronger. I now just crush him a little more. Your sarcasm will be a tad stronger if you actually manage to answer any of my points, which you can't. If my chat were full of anti-gay bigotry, why are so many people, including the moderators, gay? Right? Why are you pretending that this is about an intolerance of gay people simply existing? It's because you can't answer my points, and so you're retreating behind your weak strawman arguments. The only person you're fooling is yourself. I didn't realize I had him on the rope this time. Scrolling through your comments on your Doctor Who videos, it's easy to find plenty of anti-trans or homophobic rhetoric. If it's there, there's no argument. Let's see some. You say half your audience is gay, which maybe I don't see any evidence of it in the comments. And again, does it matter? Yes, because it completely undoes your argument that the audience is homophobic, right? Right? because they're very unlikely to be homophobic if they're also homos, right? Right? Homos tend not to be homophobic. We need to make that a t-shirt. Homos are not homophobic. Oh, me, Problem Being would love that shirt. Homos are not homophobic. Yes. It's just such a simple truth. Homos are not homophobic. I'm glad we can all agree on this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad we can all agree on this. Have you looked at the chat? Maybe you'll say, no, kill the rabbi. You ask me why most of your audience and mods are gay? Not most of my audience. I don't know. I am trying to give them a hand job. What do you want out of me? With your chatter so much? Well, I can't say it to you. You're right. And he laughs, right? Also, it's not about beliefs. I just don't let the habit upset me so much. I know. He stuck to his thing, and that's why he won't answer any questions. How some identified will never impact me, especially if they appear in a sci-fi show about a transforming alien. So the reason you don't know much about my audience, you don't know how much your audience is gay, is because you don't know any of these people, and your prejudice says it's not possible. Why do you think it's funny that you can't contend with that? Was that uncomfortable laugh? Because that will make sense. And again, you retreating into your straw man that I have, that I and the chat have a hatred for intolerance of trans people. I go back and read the earlier comment when I dismantle your prejudice and hateful nonsense and address the points within. Or come on my channel, we can talk this out. Genuine offer, not an invitation for a disingenuous got you, but a real conversation, which it always is, right? So it went on to a little bit more, right? So he left me a really long comment explaining, just basically saying many times over, he rejects the idea that he's an adherent of a religion, right? So so I can't be a religiously intolerant because I'm not believing it's not a religion. I reject that. So I responded and listen, this is where he deleted his original comment and ran screaming like the pussy little bitch he is, right? A pussy little bitch. And I only say that because I love him so much, right? So I basically say, look, I'm sorry you're uncomfortable that your religion is called a religion, right? I'm sorry you're uncomfortable about it. And this is what these people hate. They hate a spotlight being shone on their really deeply evil, intolerant religion. They hate it. They hate it with every fiber of their being. Right? So and when you do, it's like pouring water on the wicked rich. They just melt away and run. So I said, look, I'm sorry. So there's 3 reasons anybody can believe anything is true. I've said this many times. You got faith, you got knowledge, you got belief, right? Faith, knowledge is when you have first-hand experiential evidence, like, you have 4 fingers and a thumb. Like it's a normative for a human to have 4 fingers and a thumb, right? You have belief, which is circumstantial evidence to support you. Like in the Middle Ages, the belief that the sun and the moon rotate to the earth. And then you have faith, where you don't need any evidence, or you can even have contradictory evidence, and you will still believe it, right? Like the earth is flat, for example. So I would say his belief that having penises are not an obstacle to femininity lie between faith and belief. They're certainly not knowledge, right? So I basically demonstrated that, and I said, look, so what's going on with this new era of trans children, right? This new phenomenon. I think what they are really are children crying out to their parents for love, acceptance, and attention. And they know the way they will get this love, acceptance, and attention is by adopting a different identity, a non-straight identity, right? And I don't want to say this to denigrate the parents, but I think the parents go for it big time, right? I think I think these children really understand where their parents are, right? How captured they are. I don't blame the parents. I think they've been. I think they're subjects of mind control, frankly, right? I think they've been groomed to be a party to this, and I think. But here's the problem: once a parent has subscribed to this, right, and if you subscribe to puberty blockers or any major, anything to like medically intervene for your child, right, you're never going to be able to back down from that, right? Because you're never going to accept that you were the one that like caused serious damage to your child, right? So so I said, yeah, look, I think these are narcissistic parents who are using being validated by the children, and they seek validation. So anyway, it must be too much for him, and he just ran screaming like a little bitch. Delete his comment. Da 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 da. Hey, goodbye, and off we went. Off he went. Poof. Let me tell you. What can you do with some people? Anyway, why would he run screaming? Because look, their whole worldview is breaking down in front of their bloody eyes. I mean, okay, may I compare and contrast? First, let's look at Uncle Joe Biden. Right, here's Uncle Joe Biden with the kiddie winks.
Right next to me. There you go. And then we're going to have...
There you go.
Got it? Okay.
Gosh, look at the body language. Like, get the fuck away from me, you creepy old rapist.
And if you want the back, you can spread out a little bit.
Yeah, this is really awful. I mean, like this looks really not good. Yeah, you are been presidential, baby. Run!
Welcome to the front row. Do you remember what I told you?
No. Just put that in your mouth.
Oh, not smile. No date till you're 30. All right. Hey, Angel, how old are you? 12. You're 12. What's your name?
Oh, he's gonna be jacking off to that later. Oh, 12. Oh, yeah. Fucking pervert.
The problem is...
Okay, never tell Joe Biden you're 12. Run screaming. Tell him I'm a federal informant.
You know, you guys, you got a hard time.
God, it's so creepy. Up me.
All right, sister. I like kids better.
Oh, God, I like kids better than people, especially fucking them.
People.
Yeah.
Oh, God, look at this. Fuck me. Somebody, I mean, like, I don't know. Get a tranquilizer gun on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grandpa's one of those guys.
That's nice of you.
No, I'm not saying it.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying I'm going to eat them. She's got nice eyes, and I'm going to eat them. Yeah, make me strong.
Do you know what my daddy
Yeah, I like Chinese too.
used to say? His granddaughters have one important job.
Oh, God, I want to shower. That was gross. That was disgusting. So that was their man, the the adults back in the room. And here's the person I somewhat favored, the Donald man. I like that. So here's him interacting with children.
Thank you. Is this your family?
This is.
This is a nice looking family, huh?
Say hi.
I had this a conversation about the Donald over Shabbat. Like, who was here? There was a couple of people. One person was side of me and said, "Look, I actually think he's a good person." My mom was like, "Look, I think he's a scumbag, but we need him. He's okay." I'm like, I actually think he's a good person. I genuinely do. I mean, look, this looks like a good person to me.
Beautiful.
Can they stand next to you real fast?
Come on, let's go. Get over here. Look at that.
I mean, look, I will remind you, this man is engaged in single-handedly taking on all the evil in the world. And I'm really not exaggerating. He's like taking on the CIA, the FBI, the deep state. I mean, and the same thing for every country. Like, he's taking on all of them, and he's winning. See that again? I think it's God's with you or God's not, and God wasn't with him in 2020. I think the reason for that was so we can have an A/B this thing with Biden. And boy, was that a stark A/B we just saw. Man, how creepy was that? Right? Also, economy, world peace, all that shit, right? But I just don't think they can stop him now, other than killing him. right? I really don't. Anyway, this is what a normal person looks like, a nice person, when they're interacting with children. You see, he's not rubbing his groin up against on their cheek.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well done, kids. You're good props. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.